Hameed's fast. Mama said. Hameed, why aren't you doing your homework? You've been watching cartoons for so long. Hameed replied. Mama, just a little longer. Mama said. No, son, get up right now and do your homework. It's almost time for iftar, finish your work before that. But Hameed didn't move from in front of the TV. After iftar, Mama brought Hameed's bag and said to him, Son, quickly show me your diary. I want to see why you haven't been studying at all for the past 2 or 3 days. This is very wrong. Hameed quickly opened his bag and handed the diary to Mama. Mama was shocked to see that the child hadn't been given any homework for the past 3 days. When she asked Hameed, he said, Mama, the teacher is very tired. He teaches a little and then tells us to open our books and study on our own. Mama said. Oh, I see. So you all just open your books, place them in front of you, and spend the whole time chatting, right? Hameed laughed awkwardly, lowering his head, and said. Mama, the teacher is fasting, and on top of that, it's so hot. He says he has a headache. So, tell me, how can he teach us in this condition? Mama said. Alright, fine. Now, take out your books, I'll teach you. Mama helped Hameed revise a little from all his books. That night, after completing her responsibilities, Mama told Hameed's father about the situation. He was also worried, wondering how one could fast and still neglect their duties, especially when the children's exams were approaching. However, he reassured Mama, saying, Don't worry, I'll resolve this issue first thing in the morning. The next day was a blessed Friday in the month of Ramadan. Everyone had gathered in the mosque for Jummah prayers. When the Imam stood up to deliver the sermon, he said, Listen, my friends, my brothers. Fasting is not just about enduring hunger and thirst all day. Fasting is a great responsibility, and only those who are obligated should fast. Those who are ill should take advantage of the concessions provided in our religion. Fasting does not mean that we fast but neglect the responsibilities we have taken on, for which we also receive compensation. If we fast and fail to fulfill those responsibilities while still taking our wages, it is betrayal. Betrayal is prohibited in our religion, and it tarnishes our fast. If you are a student and you place your book in front of you but play games on your phone or simply pass the time without studying honestly, you are deceiving yourself and your parents. This is dishonesty, and a fasting person does not engage in deceit or dishonesty. Allah is not pleased with such fasting. In fact, fasting has been made obligatory to prevent us from such habits. Listen, my friends, do fast, eat good but simple food at suhoor and iftar, and fulfill your responsibilities diligently. If you cannot fulfill them, take proper leave, but do not harm others under the pretext of fasting. Hameed was sitting in the front row of worshippers with his father. The Imam looked at him and said, If you are a student and you place your book in front of you but play games on your phone or simply pass the time without studying honestly, you are deceiving yourself and your parents. This is dishonesty, and a fasting person does not engage in deceit or dishonesty. Allah is not pleased with such fasting. In fact, fasting has been made obligatory to prevent us from such habits. Hameed realized that when the teacher falls asleep in class and the students engage in idle talk, they commit a great act of dishonesty during their fast. The next day, Hameed was pleasantly surprised to see his teacher very active in class. He taught all the periods with great focus, and the children also studied with enthusiasm. Hameed now understood the true meaning of fasting and began performing all his tasks with honesty during his fast.